Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. Got a video today from Desperate Reborn.
Men,
Yes.
listen up. This is a message for the men. You really have to be cognizant of your disposition in public places when it comes to how you interact with women.
My disposition?
And we do too in other instances, but this is not about us right now. I'm talking about y'all. Last night I was at the bar with my sister, and it's just like, I'm at the bar, this dude is sitting like 2 seats down from me on my right. He's by himself, he's having a drink, cool. I'm not really paying him any attention, that's his prerogative, cool. He's staring into my soul. To the point, like...
What soul?
I'm just like going to my bag, getting lip gloss. I look over, I feel someone looking at me, and he's staring into my soul with this, like, straight face on. Like, and that doesn't mean he's a serial killer. That doesn't mean he's a... However, as a woman...
Here we go again. Aren't you exhausted from constantly having to shift and contort your behavior because some modern woman feels insecure in a shared space? Just a few years ago, they were demanding that you tuck your scrotum sack and cross your legs on the train because you were apparently taking up too much space. Imagine you having the nerve, the sheer audacity to exist while a woman is nearby.
Yeah, how do they know I don't have big balls? You know, sometimes big balls and trying to close your legs like that, it hurts.
I mean, when will it finally be enough? Why is every move you make treated as evidence that you're some sort of creep or the next R. Kelly? You're not even allowed to casually sit at the bar, savoring your aged Japanese whiskey while taking in the scenery or appreciating the ambiance and architecture. Why do these mid-tier women constantly assume that any glance in their direction is romantic or sexual? Perhaps you're staring at a stain on her shirt or simply curious about what she might be drinking. Maybe you recognize
Or you're staring like, where's the soul?
her from somewhere in the past, or are genuinely trying to estimate where her lace front ends and her natural hair begins. Look, I'll admit I'm guilty of that bad habit, but the narcissism of such mediocrity never ceases to fascinate.
It is very fascinating that very normal, average, below average, even ugly women, I'll even put that word out there, ugly women have this chip on their shoulders.
I can't assume that he's not. You're creepy. You're sitting here staring in my eyes. You're not saying anything. Like, y'all really gotta chill. And y'all wonder why we picked the bear.
Because getting stared at is so much worse than actually getting eaten alive. All right, remember, you picked the bear.
So we didn't learn. We didn't learn from last time. We didn't. So we didn't learn.
I want to let it be known I'm not letting y'all live it down that y'all picked a bear.
No, you picked the bear because bears love to rummage through trash receptacles, and they won't be fake.
Damn, that's wrong. That was ruthless. Okay, that one was a good one. Bears love rummaging through trash.
By the smell of rotting fish. Okay, wait, that was wrong. We shall not speak ill of our new partner in crime, the bear.
Like, come on. Like, you're staring into my eyes. You're being really weird. You won't look away. You think I'm gonna like back down? So I'm staring back.
Maybe he's just looking through you, because there's nothing to see right here.
Back at him like, what? Like, I don't get it.
Now look here, my brothers, witness the downfall of Western women. They have gone from being idolized by men to seeing who will flinch first, like one of those boxing match stare-downs, so masculine in her nature that she reacts like a steroid-filled UFC fighter when a man gazes upon her, a female Rampage Jackson, and they wonder why you treat them like a dirty Q-tip. These potential roadhouse brawling sisters are beneath you.
Roadhouse.
Yes, we must date up instead of squabble up. It's time we elevate our standards instead of engaging in petty confrontations. Women who are eager to fight simply because you might be intrigued or captivated by their appearance are either profoundly disturbed or desperately seeking attention that their father didn't give them. Just sitting in bars searching for a reason to be offended.
Then another guy comes up on my sister's side and he's like, oh, y'all not from around here, are you? And it's just like, Why?
Now, when she's crying in a few months about why men aren't approaching her, remember this moment.
It's just like, why?
But let's unpack the real reasons why mid-tier women hop on Beyonce's internet complaining about being approached.
It is weird that they say this term at Beyonce's internet.
These women are clout chasing through victimhood. She doesn't cosplay as a victim for genuine protection, but for presentation, to broadcast to the bitter sisterhood that she's highly sought after. It's her subtle way of declaring men are always after me without explicitly stating it. A passive-aggressive flex, clearly disguised as a cry for boundaries. Now look, do you see?
So many men come to talk to me, and some of them are just so creepy and don't even say right things to me.
See how pathetic that is? Yet another tactic to convert the currency of your attention into clout or acknowledgement. Please notice me. Please give me attention. Please validate me. Oh, shut up. No different from a teenager desperately begging for acceptance from the cool kids. You would be shocked at what lengths these insecure women will go to for validation. For example.
So every morning on my run, I pass the same guy. He's out walking his dog. Sometimes he's with his young son. Sometimes he's not. But every morning, I say, good morning. Hey, man, what's going on? And every morning, he ignores me. This morning, flat out ignores me. This morning, I guess I passed by his house. He's coming out of his front walk. I'm passing by. We're closer than we've ever been, like 5-6 feet apart. And I say, hey, man, good morning. Doesn't look at me, totally ignores me. Obviously, your boy has a problem with Miss Jade. I don't know why, but he does. But some of y'all are feeling the same.
It's called, maybe he's married because he has a son. He doesn't want to give you any attention because he's loyal and loves his wife and his family. Just a thought process.
Way. You're out doing your thing. I'm out doing my run, right? And I want him to acknowledge me.
Let's do a thought experiment. Now think about it. Imagine reversing the genders in this scenario. It would instantly become labeled as harassment or creepy behavior.
Right? Man constantly saying hi to a woman completely ignoring him constantly, and he keeps doing it. Yeah, that's harassment.
Yeah, true or false? Picture this. A woman innocently stepping out to walk her dog, repeatedly approached by a man who conveniently schedules his jog at the exact same time. This random man feels entitled to her attention and personal space.
Dude, shout outs to Destro for really putting this AI stuff together. I wish I could do this, but he's doing a wonderful job with it. Shout outs, brother.
Despite her clear signals of disinterest, he refuses to accept her silence as an answer, continuously trying to engage. See how that sounds?
It sounds
Yet I
horrible.
guarantee you, these same women who routinely shout creep fail to recognize the blatant hypocrisy when the roles are reversed. They don't see how their behavior mirrors the very actions they condemn. In this case, she believes she has every right to demand attention from a man she finds attractive. Pause and let that simmer in your mind for a moment. When men do it, they're labeled as creeps. When women do it, they're simply being friendly and outgoing.
And some of y'all are doing your thing and you want acknowledgement, man. I can't talk. You want acknowledgement from, I don't know, your parents. You're finally getting your life together and you want them to say something and they're not saying anything. You want to acknowledge at your job because you're working your butt off. Man, you're doing overtime hours. You're doing whatever it takes. They're not acknowledging you.
You definitely want attention. I just saw weights right here, right? Like she had weights and all this stuff right here in her front yard instead of inside of her garage where most people actually work out, instead of trying to show their bodies off in their front yard or on their driveway. Come on, man.
Some of you want the government to acknowledge you. Man, you're paying your student loans. You've been paying through the whole pause. You want them to acknowledge you, maybe give you a little forgiveness.
Yeah, you know she definitely had to shout out her daddy and baby father, aka the government. They really want and need a kiss on the forehead from Uncle Sam. But hey, that's a topic for another video.
We may never get the acknowledgement.
See, right? Like, see, there's weights there. Again, basketball court, so it's outside. That was a garage, so this is the front yard.
May never get somebody to go, hey,
driveway.
Great job. I see you. You're doing great. Does that change the fact? Does that change what we know we should be getting up and doing every single morning? No, it does not.
Meanwhile,
on their phones, doing little weird shit. Again, we could just be paranoid. However, him staring into my soul and into my sister's soul and not saying a word doesn't help with the stereotype.
Well, he's probably wondering. He's like, I'm trying to look at these two souls right now, but they're soulless, and he's confused at why you guys are soulless.
That you're up to something. Could be paranoid, but the world we live in is the reason why we think this way.
But wait a minute. You didn't smash the bell and press the like button. Blasphemy.
You know, how many videos do we get that are just similar to that, right? Oh, so this guy came up and just asked me weird questions. Oh, this guy like looked at me but then just left. Like, so you get attention. You're trying to tell everybody you get all of this wonderful attention, but you're still single and miserable. Stop showing these videos of getting attention when you're single and miserable. What does attention really do for you when you're single and miserable? Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time.